Hi Aries, thanks for joining me. This will be a general love reading for you guys from the 1st to the 12th of August. It is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. Please check the description box below the video. All that information's in there for you. Also, please remember that time is fluid, so this could have already happened, could be happening now, could be happening sometime in the future. And also please remember that please remember that these are general love readings. They won't resonate with everyone out there, so take what resonates with you or for you and leave the rest. Okay, so, Aries, what's going on here? Third party situation, stealing your energy back. Oh, okay. Yeah, third party situation. Got involved in one, but then retreated backwards. 5 of Swords. It's almost like, I don't know, you stabbed yourself in the heart by even participating in this kind of behaviour. Wow. But you did retreat. Now you're with the volition of the 8 of Cups actually going over the hill to bring about balance with this situation. However, this perpetuated, but one of these people, this third party situation here, or a choice, you're of the mindset of pushing your energy back into it, the 8 of Cups, and bringing about balance and equilibrium, the 6 of Swords. You want to tell this person that you want to sit in a boat, one of these choices here. You want to tell them that you think about them, that you love them. King of Cups and King of Wands. So revisiting one of these choices. Who else got this? I think it was Aquarius actually got this 3-party situation. Okay, King of Wands. So coming in very determined, saying forward movement. I want this to be equal. I want this to be balanced. I want to be able to speak to you again. I want to know you again. I'm very determined to move this forward out of this stagnation here. I've been almost like without you for too long. So time has flowed between you. King of Wands, very passionate, very determined to bring about a change in this situation and be able to talk to this person. King of Wands. King of Cups, opening your heart space, making your thoughts and feelings known. You're passionate about this person. King of Cups. But also telling them that you love them, you trust them, you want this to work. Very declaratory. I'm determined to move this forward. I love you. Wow. Aries. Okay. How do you recover from third-party situations, though? Well, Aquarius is coming in and they're transforming themselves in order. If you have a look at Aquarius's reading, they're transforming themselves in order to come back to a situation that was a third-party choice kind of scenario. And that's kind of like what's happening here. But you are declaring, Aries, you want to put the time and effort into this situation. You want to birth a whole new cycle with this person here, the Lady card. And I feel that when you make that firm, okay. When you make that firm decision to pop over this hill and communicate or push your energy towards them, you're very determined to make this a reality. The reason I say that is because you're in the High Priest mode here, which brings about, uses sheer willpower and determination to make incremental routine changes to their 3D setting in order for you to come in. So it's more about self-worth, it's more about getting rid of an old ideal about love. It's how you run your relationships in the past. It's sweeping it away in order to come in as committed and say, yeah, I want to, always like, it sounds cheesy, but I choose you. Out of those 3, I choose you again. Ooh, okay, that sounds weird, doesn't it? But you are of the mindset of coming back in. High Priest, so changing your perspectives and your heart space, but making those changes and weaving it into a 3D setting in order to bring about change. Three of Pentacles here, working really hard on yourself, owning up to your warts and all. Okay, because you had a part to play in this third party situation, however it resonates. And you're owning that and you're working through it. And you're saying, I don't want to make the same mistakes again. Without you, it's been really bleak. So without this choice here, it's been really, really bleak. Really bleak. The Queen of Pentacles, I'm here to stay. We can work through any challenge moving forward. I want to nurture this connection. I want it to work. Very grounded, very solid, very committed energy. And also the 1111 card, if that doesn't show you commitment, I don't know what will. Very, very committed to move your energy in this direction. You want this to be solid. You want this to get back on track. You want to be able to speak to this person again. It also could indicate that you want to spend the rest of your days with them, and that's why you're going through all these energies. Four of Swords, waiting for the perfect opportunity to pop back in, but waiting because you've been left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. Life's a little bit bleak without this person, without talking to them. Look at this. Without being able to interact with them. King of Pentacles here. But it also says here, you stole your energy away. So, even though it was a third party situation, you actually took yourself out. You've retracted your energy away from this situation. So even though you felt left out in the cold, you had to pull your energy back. Almost like for self-preservation purposes. Wow. But you are of the mindset of coming back in now and saying, no, yeah, this is what I want. King of Pentacles. This is what I want. Divine union. I'm here to stay. I've made a firm choice. It's you, whoever this is. I want a brand new beginning, passionate, somewhere, kind of like somewhere else, because this stag here is a chasm between both of you, and he wants to bridge this chasm. But more importantly than bridging, he wants to leap over to this side, this woody side. So it's almost like you want to shift your energy to a completely different geographical space, almost. And the truth of the situation is you do love this person, the Ace of Swords. But there is a challenge, but you're up for that challenge. There is a challenge because you've known each other before, you shared something, that three-party situation. That needs to be tackled. You need to have that conversation and resolve it. Two of Wands here. So I feel that when you do make a solid commitment to move your energy in this direction, you've come into your own. New contracts or partnerships continue to move forward. So you have got forward movement away from stagnation. And look at that. You've been waiting for this person here to message you. Three of Wands, and they've not come in. They've just not come in. They've just left you to it because you withdrew your energy. So you're just standing there waiting for communication that's not coming. Wow. Okay. What else do we need to know? But if you look from these cards here, okay, you want it to get balanced, you want it to get back on track, you want to declare, you're getting yourself into all these gorgeous energies, but there's no communication still. We haven't seen any communicative cards. So is it just the energy that you're in? You're very determined to move forward. But where's the dialogue? Oh, there she is. Princess of Pentacles. Very thoughtful, very considered, very creative in how you create this dialogue, which is truthful, which brings about balance and equilibrium. So it is tiny dialogue in its essence. Very, very, very tiny. But there's a whole intent behind it because you want a wheel to turn. You want there to be forward movement. And look at that. Away from third-party situations in the future. Away from negativity. Clearing away the past. Coming in. It's almost like brand new. Queen of Swords. Objective decision-making. Clearing away all that no longer serves you. Seeing humour in a situation. Oh, I could have done this ages ago. Ten of Wands. It's a burden. This one's a burden here, and even reflecting on the past is a burden. And that's why this is the fear that holds you back. As you're reflecting on the past, coming towards somebody that you have shared an icky situation with, it's kind of like we're going to have to revisit that at some stage, even if we are friends. Opening a dialogue, it is going to be touched on, and the fear is that this other person, it's all going to blow up. That's why you're up for a challenge. That's why you're saying, no, I don't care what you throw at my door. I'm here to stay. I'm not going to move. I'm here to stay. I want to see this through. We need to have this conversation. It needs to be aired. It needs to be, the decks need to be cleared of this moving forward. All these unspoken things. So hidden emotions for this person, Aries. You do love them, but you've never really touched on that subject. All hidden, layered, layers upon layers upon layers of hidden things. Just need to release it. If you don't, it will just gather momentum, it will fester. And at the end of days, you would never have tackled that conversation, and you would have carried it around with you for a whole lifetime. Imagine how tragic that is. Just speak it. Prince of Wands. If you don't speak it, then it will always have a hold over you, and it will gather negative energy. Okay, you need to be able to get rid of it, dispel it. Okay, even if it is an icky thing that you don't want to talk about. Once you take the power away from it, it's released. But the power is in the thought of having that conversation. That's where the power is. That's where the ego is. That's where the negativity lies. Once you speak it into existence, it loses its power. So the Prince of Wands here. So communication is a little bit popping with energy. It's very creative, very thoughtful, and it brings about balance. It is truthful. So you do want to create some dialogue with this person. You want it to be truthful, a little bit flirty, because you want them to know that you're still interested. Look at you go. Yeah. God, really? So you do want to give them your heart. You want an emotionally available situation. Not only for yourself, but for this person as well. It's like, I choose you, and that's the truth. The truth is, I love you. But the challenge is, we've shared something that was a little bit weird. Let's get rid of that negativity. But Queen of Wands, very passionate. You're very passionate about the other person. You want to trailblaze with them. You want to be really determined in saying, let's move forward. I choose you. Let's just not wait around any longer. Time is of the essence. We need to move, shift our lives in the direction that we need to do it. And the sun, you are the sun to me. But the Chariot's come here, and it's saying that you thought about doing this for some time, but there is a process that needs to happen in order for you to get towards this kind of like commitment, even making that commitment to yourself, because you don't want to stab yourself in the back again. 10 of Swords. You don't want it to be kind of making the wrong decision, or it's almost like you don't want this person to go off the boil. You don't want to lose this person. If you come at them incorrectly, then I think that will happen. So there is a process for you. You have to come at this right, true, proper, correct, in order to get this back on track, or in order just to spark a conversation, I feel. And the reason, Hermit's here. So you've been taking that inward journey to try and find out what this person means to you, and why you keep thinking about them. Why you keep thinking about them. All those unanswered questions, all those conversations that you share between each other. You want to know if they're true or not. You want to know if this person really does feel anything for you. So the Prince of Swords here, like I said, expecting a challenge, communication, a lot of it, but expecting resistance. So what are you doing? What will you do before you send that communication out? Well, you're manifesting the situation. You're sending out signs and synchronicities to this person, hoping that they will be receptive when you come back in and spark a dialogue. So you're doing your groundwork. Away from stuck energy. It could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with, not necessarily, but the star card is here. You feel divinely guided to send this communication out, to revisit this, to get this back on track, to tell this person that they are your soulmate. Wow. The star card. And it is the rebirth of you because you're committed now. This is just like Aquarius' reading. Wow. Aries, if any Aries are dealing with an Aquarius, please let me know. And then if this is the situation. The rebirth card here. So rebirth of you, rebirth of this situation, rebirth of a love for each other. You just chose wrongly. I think both of you did the same thing. Perhaps both of you created this third part. Well, you would do, wouldn't you? Both of you created scenarios with each other that were with other people. So you'd say it was more than it was a melee of people. A melee of people involved. It very well could be. Okay, so what else do we need to know? But you do feel divinely guided to do this. You feel divinely, it is kind of like written in the stars. You are supposed to do this. And look at that. You do want an intimate, sexy relationship with this person. An intimate relationship. A very loving, intimate relationship. It's not all about sex. It's about getting to know them. It's about spending time with them. It's about creating a life with them. Knowing what their wants, desires, needs are for the future, their thoughts are, is everything. It's getting to know them again. From the ground up, almost. And the Hanged Man here is waiting for the perfect opportunity to tackle this elephant in the room. Ooh, which is a little bit icky, isn't it? Let's face it. If any of us have been in situations like that, and we want to go towards the person that we've had the sticky situation with, you know it's going to be touched on. You know there's going to be residual energy there. You know that the other person has thoughts and feelings about said scenario. So you must be able to just talk as adults and just laugh about it. Because I feel that when both of you just talk about this situation, okay, and I don't know why I'm giggling for, because it is. Situations like this are not nice. But it just doesn't burn one person, it burns everybody involved. And I think this is one of those situations that just went a bit splatty. It just splattered everywhere. So it didn't work out for anybody. But I feel that when you do kind of like go, oh, yeah, do you remember that? Everything starts to get a little bit better. There's equilibrium and balance. Both of you can laugh about this situation, even though at the time it was like the most devastating thing ever to have happened. But time heals, and we change our perspectives on situations through distance and time. So we must be able to look at things objectively. And decide what we want for the future. In Aries, this is the person that you want to go towards because they are your soulmate. Beautiful. I'm just going to take an activation card actually and see what they've got for you. So beautiful. Oh goodness, that came out really quickly. Romantic love. Wow. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Sexy times. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. And I'm just going to have a look and see how the other person feels about you. Oh, how does the other person feel about Aries, please? How does the other person feel about Aries? Very considered. How do they feel about Aries? The one that Aries wants to go towards their soulmate. So, How does this person feel about Aries? Oh my goodness me. It's really nothing. Are you choosing your words? I think they're choosing their words really, really, really carefully for some reason. How do they feel about Aries? How does this person feel about Aries? Wow, just bear with me 2 seconds. No, that's absolutely nothing. I've never had that before. Just bear with me. Just shuffled them again. That's so strange. Right, okay, so how does the other person feel their soulmate? How do they feel about Aries? 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 Oh. Well, they're making incremental routine changes in their 3D setting because they've been daydreaming about this situation. 6 of Cups, they keep reminiscing about times that they spent with you. And look at that, they want to come in, they want to be able to tell you that they love you, the King of Cups. So they are making incremental changes in their 3D setting in order to come in as this King of Cups energy. And look at that, that was really fast. They want to spend the time, put the time and effort into this now. Wow. King of Cups. So opening their heart, making an available, emotionally available situation for you, and they too want this wheel to turn in order for you to get this kind of like back on track, for them to be in your life again. So from this dialogue, that wheel does turn. In the 6 of Pentacles, they are spending time, and they are of the mindset of the Queen of Pentacles, which is, don't worry about the past. I know it's going to be a challenge. The future will be a challenge, but I'm up for it. Don't worry about anything that we have shared previously. I want to nurture this connection. I don't want to stab you in the back. I don't want to stab myself in the back. I want to come in and I want to tell you exactly how I feel about you. So perhaps these were seeds well planted between both of you, and then it just didn't. It's kind of like a melee of choices of people for some reason, but it just didn't work out the way that everybody expected it to. It feels like both of you are very scared, but both of you do love each other. That's the weird thing. And look at that. This person here is working really hard on their present situation to move away from this type of relationship. They want a relationship with you. They want to put the time and effort into it. They want it to grow. So they are making changes in their 3D setting in order for this to become a reality. And look at that. So when you send communication out, this person here reciprocates with a very, very slow moving communication. So I think both of you are at that kind of like peak now, where you're both feeling each other's positive vibrational level, and you're both singing off the same hymn sheet. Your hearts are in the right space and your minds. So this person here almost feels like when you send that communication out, this person's already sending you a message. So the Prince of Pentacles, slow moving energy, but very thoughtful, very considered, very true, very grounded. And the 10 of Wands, this person has been burdened by the past, been burdened by this third party situation, and has thought often about which way they need to go. And they've thought, see, they've got 2 paths here, bit of a headache, but this person chooses you, Aries. Wants to choose you, but they have been stuck. They've been bound by the past, so perhaps they were bound by that bad choice, third party situation that both of you created. And look at that, they want to bring equilibrium and balance into the situation. The Fairy Let card here, and they do consider you to be the one that got away because you stole your energy back. You didn't want to participate in a situation that wasn't going anywhere and pouring your energy into something that will never come to fruition. So you are the one that got away. And they thought about taking a trip towards you many times, but there is a process for them. And being without you is a headache, the Seven of Swords. And even thinking about this third party situation is a headache. And look at that, it brings about a huge amount of instability, the Two of Pentacles for this person. But if you have a look, it's almost like when you send communication out, they're sending it out at the same time. It's like two people writing a text message and then pressing the send button, even if you're on both, you know, opposite sides of the planet, but it's being exchanged at the same time. So this person here, they are expecting a challenge. They are expecting resistance from you. And look at that. You've both been doing it to yourselves. You've both been manifesting each other in. You're both singing off the same hymn sheet now. Both of you want this. I think both of you recognise what you mean to each other. And look at that. This person wants to offer you the Ten of Cups, an emotionally available situation. They do see you as having or ticking all those boxes, Aries, but they've never told you. The High Priestess here, so hiding everything, all their thoughts and feelings for you, revealing all of those facets when the time is right. So communication here is slow moving, a little bit fiery, because they want you to notice them. And when you send communication out, they want you, the response coming back to you is a little bit flirty. They're not too sure if it's going to be reciprocated, but they're going to go for it anyway. And look at that, the moon. Hidden emotions for you, Aries. They're having to work on themselves and work through the fear that holds them back. And it is a revisitation, that awful elephant in the room, which is the conversation that both of you are going to have, which brings about a huge amount of frustration. This person's kind of like a rabbit in headlights when they think about, oh, they're going to touch on that. I've got to reveal what the truth was. Well, you're going to have to do it. Like I said, get rid of that energy. Move through it. Own it, move through it. Get rid of the power it has over both of you. So yeah, commitment in itself, committing to this course of action, committing to communicating, committing to getting this back on track. Four of Wands. And they do want to offer you commitment in itself. Look at that, the Ace of Pentacles. A very prosperous situation moving forward, a brand new situation that has longevity in it. It's not here today, gone tomorrow, but it is commitment in itself. Beautiful. Anything else? How does this person feel about Aries, please? How does this person feel about Aries? Oh, crumbs. Okay. Yeah, they've been daydreaming. Look at that, Seven of Cups. They've been manifesting, daydreaming this situation. It is a third party. Look at that, moving away from it. Victorious, about moving, shifting their head and heart space into a more balanced approach to love and coming back and revisiting this. They want to be victorious in making this a committed relationship. And the Eight of Cups, moving away from the past. And look, they stole their energy back as well. That's why there's no dialogue between both of you. Five of Swords. So they didn't interact. You stole your energy back. They stole their energy back. It's kind of like you're both at that mindset now of resparking this. And the King of Wands, very determined to move this forward. Very determined to bring about equilibrium and balance. Very determined to speak to each other about this situation and get rid of this negative energy that's associated with it. You cannot, there's a Tower moment, and the Tower moment is you're going to have to tackle it. So even, like I said, you cannot hold on to that kind of energy moving forward throughout your life, because if it does, it will just sit and fester at the back of your head and in your heart, and you'll kick yourself for not speaking your truth. So this person here is transforming their life. Look at that. Could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. They've turned up in their reading. Well, this person's reading here, but they do feel divinely guided to come towards you, Aries, and revisit this and bring about balance and equilibrium. The Justice card here, but it also says that they are legally cutting away a situation in order to move forward to you. They want to be able to be free in order to spend the time with you, to grow something that's gorgeous for the future. The Star card here, destined. They think this is their destiny. It is my destiny. Four of Swords. picking the right time. I feel when this plays out here is the right time, but they are going to get some resistance from outsiders. So it could be mutual friends of both of you are going to try and dissuade this person from coming towards you, but they're just going to have to say, no, this is my belief, my decision. Aries is my soulmate. I want to go back to them. I want to put the time and effort in now. I want to grow this. I want an emotionally available situation. I want to fall in love with them. I want to commit to this. I want them in my life. Beautiful. It's like a love saga. So beautiful. Oh my god. So I'm just going to have a look and sign it off with some angel answers from Romance Angels. I'm actually gobsmacked now. I wonder if it is an Aries then that Aquarius is dealing with. What you thought was unlikely. Probably is likely. So we'll have a look. Because it's almost like you've indicated that you like each other, but neither of you went back to water these. Neither of you wanted to touch on it again for some reason. But it seems like something's happened and you just keep reminding yourselves of each other, and you're kind of like both come into the realisation that you are actually soulmates. So we've got unlikely, wait and ask help from others. So what do we have here? Unlikely. You thought it was unlikely. It actually is likely because they are your soulmate. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I've also got a wait here. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Ask out from others. There's chemistry here. There's a strong magnetic attraction. I was asking mutual friends and just getting their take on it. Perhaps the other person's talked about the situation with mutual friends and said, yeah, I really fancy them. Just opening a dialogue, you'll be able to gather information, I would say. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring your romance. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Beautiful. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for Aries? We've also got here healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents for any kind of like models that they gave you for relationships moving forward, and the groundings that you had. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you were guided to take. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Well, it's a new love of life, and it's a newfound love of this person. It's a newfound love of yourself as well. It's not totally new, but it is a new love situation for you because it never got off the ground. Let go of controlled issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. I've got separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, but I feel that you're already in separation. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else for Aries, please? Aries in love. Aries in love. Aries in love. Oh. We've also got here, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. We've also got here, trust. This situation is calling you to have faith and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And children. Your love life has been affected by children. It very well could be, if you don't have them on your side, Aries, it could be the other person has children and their take on this situation will influence the outcome of this situation. But this person here sees you as having as being like the ultimate person that they want to create a life with moving forward, and it does involve children, it does involve family. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I'm just going to sign it off with some Moonology cards. So what else do we need to know for Aries, please? Aries in love. Aries in love. Oh, crumbs. Nothing will come of this situation. I feel if you just don't make those moves and those changes, you need to be making a firm decision to leave the past behind and move towards this person and just say, look, I know that there's going to be a conversation that's going to be had, and it's going to be awful, it's going to be sticky, but I'm up for the challenge. And if you don't go through that, you will never know. Nothing will come of this situation. You'll be going to your grave with, like I said, the end of days, with that conversation still going around in your head, because you consider them to be a soulmate. So come on, step out of your comfort zone. What was I saying about tackling that conversation? Be bold and make the first move. You are good enough. Time to give rather than to take. Have faith in your dreams. A fiery climax approaches. A win-win outcome is forecast, and adjustments are required. Okay, so if that did resonate with you, Aries, please like, share, subscribe. Please remember to click the thumbs up button. It's probably more important than anything else. And if I do free advisory service, everything is still available. And all of that information can be found in the description box below the video. Like I said, if I don't hear from you beforehand, have a beautiful week, and I love you loads. Take care.